Oh shit, Saitama punched a no good motherfucker more than once. Now you know that means the dude was serious. He had to hit him more than once. Anyway, Space Cadet Kelly jumped all over Saitama immediately, straight to the offense. Wasn't doing a goddamn thing to Saitama. Anyway, Saitama and Kelly, they still having a pretty decent time, like, because Saitama was able to hit a motherfucker and the dude didn't just drop him. He's like, oh my God, I can't believe I hit him and I didn't just drop him. Because that's what usually happens. He hit him and he drops that motherfucker. That's what usually happens. Anyway, Tank Top Master, he's pretty decent as well. Saitama and Cadet Kelly, they're fighting or whatever in the ship. But then we cut to Tank Top Master and he's pretty good. He's trying to take down the ship, so he picks up big piece of debris, and I mean this motherfucker's like half a building or something like that. Picks it up, then launches it into the ship. Then that little girl, like he's pretty good, but he's no match for a little girl. This little girl, Tornado, I think she's old. I think she's not old, but she's well within the 20s, but she just looks like a little kid. She's tossing rocks at this motherfucker like it's nothing. But here's the thing. Her power set is different from... That's what people keep thinking, that just because one person is more powerful than the other person, that does not necessarily mean that they're more skilled. The person just might have... She got psychic abilities. She didn't have to pick up that rock. The dude picked up the rock with his bare fist. She can't do that. You know what I mean? She didn't have to lift it with a bare fist. So that's what the case is. But I think he's one of them dudes. I think he's one of them tank top dudes. But they're nowhere near his level. He's on a completely different level than those guys. But she's taking down the ship. She's doing a pretty good job at it, but it's not coming down. Anyway, Drive Knight, he shows up and he dropped a dime on Metal Knight. He went over to Genos and he told them, hey, you see that motherfucker Metal Knight? He said, watch that motherfucker, man. He on some shit. He said, I mean, I could take care of myself, but I don't know what he might do to Steel. Anyway, some people might get that. That's from Juice. Remember when Juice when Tupac told Samuel L. Jackson that shit, what's my man name? Omar Epps was going to kill Steel. I know all their real names except for the dude that plays the character Steel. But anyway, he said that he better watch him, and he's an enemy. The first thing that pops up in my mind is that's the guy that destroyed your city and killed your family and gutted them and raped them and sodomized them and lubed them up and dropped a building on them. I think he said he put a couple mice traps in the room or whatever. Like he laid mice traps all across the floor. And when they walked across, they hit every last one of them. Then he tarred them, like he threw them in some tar, put them in feathers, lit them on fire, tied them to a chain, hung them from a tree, hit him with, like, put him in this gas chamber. It was like the Chokey from Matilda. He did everything he could before he killed them. He literally made them suffer to the point where they said, please kill me, that type of deal. Is that like going to be a catchphrase from now on? That type of deal? It's stuck in my head. But anyway, I really think that's the dude that destroyed his town. And on top of that, he's destructive. Like, this guy doesn't give a fuck. He just wants to destroy shit. He fights on the side of good. Apparently, that's what it seems like. But he's willing to destroy shit when he do it. And I don't think he's a cyborg, because they showed him before, and he said that that machine was being controlled remotely. And when they showed the silhouette of him, he didn't appear to be metal at all. He could be a cyborg, but he didn't appear to be. He could be like Iron Man. Iron Man is not a cyborg. He's got some equipment on him. He's got that reactor or whatever in him. I think the Ultimate Iron Man is definitely a cyborg. Well, would you be considered a cyborg if you had the? He's got to be. That's got to be considered a cyborg, because he's. Damn, I think that I think the Ultimate Iron Man has the machines built into his bones. Your part machine, so that would be his cyborg, right? But here's the problem. The machinery is not like literally attached to his body. He's just sitting inside of his body. Like if you got a pacemaker inside, you're not a cyborg, are you? I don't know. I think it's like the gray area. I'm going to consider him a cyborg. Anyway, after that, Atomic Samurai and Silver Fang, they dropped Clayface. They dropped him. Basically, they were listening to that song Pop, and the dude said, if a nigga try to play me, I'm gonna drop him. And what's his name? Atomic Samurai, he tried to fight him. Somebody was able to grab his attention, and that little bit of time, he was able to cut him up into like, I think they said it was about 4 or 5 trillion pieces, to the point he just looked like sand. That's how tiny chopped him up. Silver Fang actually was paying attention. Silver Fang is actually a wise and strategic fighter. He said, I watched you guys reform a few times. He said, it doesn't take a genius to know that marble pops up somewhere around the head before you start moving it around your body. So as soon as the head formed, he forms like Voltron. He forms the head, and Silver Fang went right through his damn head. Got the marble, and that was it. Dropped the motherfucker. So anyway, back to Kelly and Saitama. They went at it for a minute, and Kelly started monologuing. Kelly thought that he had, he had the upper hand. So he starts monologuing. I've been all throughout space. I never found anybody that was on my level. Somebody I could hit more than once before I dropped them. And Saitama, he's bored as hell. He's still bored. It's better than the normal fights he gets, but he's still bored. He said, man, shut the fuck up and let's get this over with. So Kelly, he gets pissed. He said, all right. And he transforms, goes into his ultimate form. He's like, you fool. This isn't even my final form. Transforms, goes hard, and he sends Saitama on a little trip to the fucking moon. He sent them on a trip, like a one-way trip. It was supposed to be a one-way trip. Hit him with a knee. The dude woke up, but he didn't wake up. He didn't get knocked out, but he woke up dead. Like what's it called? Scary Movie 4. No, I'm playing. He didn't wake up dead, but when he got up, he was on the moon. He came back, damn near destroying the moon in order to jump off. Now you do know in order to be able to jump off the moon to the Earth, it's harder than jumping from the Earth to the moon, because the Earth has more gravity. I know what you're saying, but if the Earth had more gravity, shouldn't you be able to jump off easier? Yeah, but you don't have enough. Like, what is it? Like, if you light and you jump, you could jump higher. But how can you can't put so much strength into it, being that you're lighter? It's like throwing a piece of paper. You could throw a piece of paper easier, but you're not gonna throw it further, right? That's what I mean. In theory, that's what it is. You're not gonna throw it further, but you could throw it easier. But anyway, shit, where am I at? Oh, so he gets back, and Kelly realizes that Saitama is the real Tike Myson. He realizes that at that point. He's like, man, I went to my full form, and he was over there gasping for air. He had to do some jumping jacks, but then he was gasping for air. So he's realizing, damn, I'm using everything I got. And the dude came back without a scratch. So now he knows he's done for. So Kelly powered up, powered up and tried to destroy Saitama in one attack. Saitama realized that he's going to try to blow up the planet, so he hits him with a serious punch. He said it was his final move, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's his strongest move. I know what you're saying. Why wouldn't his final move be his strongest move? How many times do you think he used that punch, the final move? Very rarely. So he said that it was just called a serious punch. He didn't say strongest punch, serious punch. The other punches that he threw at homeboy Kelly, he said it was normal punches. He said consecutive normal punches when he got him all the way down to the eyeball and knocked out the Philosopher's Stone. That was just normal punches. That was just a normal punches and bunches. That was it. So this serious punch does not seem to be his strongest attack. It just was like, okay, I'm going to take you serious. I'm going to throw one serious punch. Basically, I'm going to put a moderate amount of strength into this one. And he blew every cloud away on that planet. The whole planet went clear. It was they called the forecast was like rain and sleet, snow, hail, all this other stuff. Turned into a sunny day. Now that's the real Tike Myson. Anyway, after he dropped him, the dude said that was a good fight. Saitama says, yeah, it was a good fight. And he says, it was a good fight for me. It wasn't a good fight for you. He said, I've realized you ain't put nowhere near all your strength into that. You just dropped me easy. But he died pretty happy because he was looking for a challenge. Even though he wanted to win, and you want a challenge and you don't want to lose, he at least got a challenge, and his life was boring as a motherfucker. He wanted to put a hole through his skull. That's how bored he was. That's what Saitama's going through right now. He's bored. So anyway, he finished that off, and we cut to Pretty Boy. Pretty Boy shows up. Remember the top dude, the top A rank? He shows up and he's talking shit. He's mad because the S rank, the S class heroes, they were able to beat the invasion, but they couldn't do it without stopping them from destroying the city. He thinks superheroes should be able to defeat the villains without any casualties, without any destruction, without any mayhem, without anything. Now, Batman walked over to a Metal Batman. He walks over to him. He says that he's going to put him in his place. And the guy reveals that he's a G. He says, I could be S rank anytime I want to. But the reason I don't want to do that is because I want to stay at top A. Because if I move to S, all the other people that move up to A will be able to move up to S. He said, I'm staying here to keep the trash from getting up in there. He said, you was able to sneak through. The same way Genos was able to sneak through. Genos was able to sneak through because he beat the physical and the written test. He aced both of them. So he didn't have to go through the ranks. But anybody that has to go through the ranks got to go through Pretty Boy. So he's stopping all that nonsense. So I like that. And then on top of that, I didn't like what he did when they pulled out some of the surviving aliens. You could have questioned them. You could have interrogated them. You ain't need to kill him like that. He just killed them. Turns out he has a chip on his shoulder. Gino said he had a chip on his shoulder as well until he met Saitama. Now, Genos got confronted by him too. He said, you're a failure. I'm with him. He is a failure. Genos, well, he's a failure. Let's keep it real. He came in at S rank, but he all he did was get beat this whole time. Beat. He got beat by Sea King, and to be honest, I think he should have been able to. He was in position where he could have beaten Sea King. It appeared that way. Had he stayed focused, didn't play around. As far as saving that girl, I can't stop him. I can't fault him for doing that. But had he not, I think he would have still been beat because he was still hurt. He lost a whole arm. But had he not lost that arm and not lost focus, he may have been able to beat Sea King. Sonic might have been able to beat Sea King, but it would have came down to the wire. But he got dropped by him. He also got dropped by the Mosquito Girl. He definitely shouldn't have lost to her. So she dropped him. All he'd been doing was getting dropped. That's what he'd been doing this whole time. And then when they finally got to that God level battle, he didn't do a damn thing. That's one of the problems with this episode. Episode gets a 5. It was good. It was epic. But the only problem I would say, they didn't utilize people. That dude, what's his name? Black Luster, whatever his name, Black Aloe or whatever, Black Alloy. He ain't do a damn thing. What's that dude? Fat Eater or whatever. Hungry Hippo, whatever his name is. He didn't do a damn thing. That guy with the 3 scars on his eye. They said he was the strongest S class. I think they mean in just brute strength. He didn't do a damn thing. Tank Top Master, he did a little bit, but very little. The only real S class fighters that really fought was Atomic Samurai, Silver Fang, Tornado, and what's the other clown? What the fuck? I forget. Metal Bat, and who else? That was about it. They had way. What happened to Watchdog Man? What happened to him? I wanted to see him. They talked about him earlier in the season. Didn't see a damn thing from him. So that's the thing I didn't like about this episode. They did not utilize all their people. But hey, other than that, it was epic. And then Saitama still didn't get tested. And people told me about the manga. Got to see it now. I got to see when he finally gets tested. But also, I got to see what's going on with that dude. I'm not sure, the pretty boy, I'm not sure if he's not working with Metal Knight. He probably isn't, but I'm not sure about that. Also, how strong is he really? Could he really be like #1 S class? He's not stronger than Saitama. But if he move up to S class, could he really be better than who's this guy? Blast or whatever? Blast is supposed to be #1 S class. Maybe, you know what? He might be Blast. Remember, they said Blast never shows up. How do I know Blast doesn't wear a mask? And it could be him. I don't know. Maybe so. Who knows? But that's what I need to figure out. Also, I want to see how Genos would be able to take on Metal Knight. Now, it looks like Genos is stronger than Metal Knight, but Metal Knight just got a boost because he got his hands on some alien technology. So obviously, he's gonna boost himself up. Not only that whole city got destroyed, but Metal Knight rebuilt it. They kept wondering how they was gonna rebuild it. I mean, how it was going. They said it was destroyed beyond repair. They had to rebuild everything from the ground up. Metal Knight did that. But what was cool about it was he rebuilt the HQ in a way where it was a better fortress. It's supposed to be more impenetrable. And they had highways going through each city. That way, each individual superhero can get in and out of there at will. And anybody ranked A and above can live there. If I'm not mistaken, rent-free, which is a good thing. So that means that, and it's not just so, we just trying to help the superheroes out. That's one reason. But the other reason is so that they could dispatch them a lot easier. They won't have to go around looking for a superhero to bring them in, then brief them, then send them out. They could just say, hey, such and such is in his room. Let me brief them. They might have what's those communicators or whatever, and they could just talk to them, from their room and just send them out. That makes it a lot easier and faster. But also, they said Metal Knight is shady. If Metal Knight built it, he could have did that to get all the S class and A class in one room at one time. So that's another thing. And anyway, at the end, when they had the little snippet that came up, some giant pig comes up. Now, he's not one of those, we're going to take over the planet because this planet belongs to me guys anymore. But he said something very similar to what all the other ones said. Humans are trash. I'm better than humans. So I got to destroy you all. They all said it. All of them said that. All of them. So they still stuck with that. So that was kind of funny because they still stuck with that montage. And I don't even know if montage fits with what I just said, but y'all understand what I meant. But anyway, Saitama beat him with one punch, and he was pissed. He said, back down to one punch. Basically, I'm bored out of my skull again. Now I need to blow a hole in my head. Because when he fought, what's that dude, Cadet Kelly? At least he got a few punches in, had to do a few jumping jacks. Okay, don't open up that window. Don't let out Boros. What the hell is he talking about? One punch is all we know. Okay, to deny eating ass is to deny existence by Bankai 2016. That's what Bankai really said that? You need to wait. You need to make a my anime list. It's a website that everyone uses to tell us what anime and manga you have seen and read. That way, when recommending you new stuff, we can just look at the anime list. Just type in Google my anime list. I'm gonna go ahead and type it in. I wonder who else is on there. Oh yeah, somebody was telling me about that OK Cupid thing. I went ahead and made myself a profile. Yup. Oh well, I don't care. Went ahead and made a profile. I'm gonna check it out. I don't know about it yet. I looked at a review, but the person didn't even review it. They just said they went on to a couple dates or whatever. But we'll see. Oh well. If someone has never watched anime before, do you think One Punch Man is a good starter? Yes, definitely, because it's quick. It's only 12 episodes. And, talking about the anime, it's only 12 episodes. It's funny. Anybody that watches like South Park and stuff like that can get into it off the bat. It's nothing for them to overcome. How some people, they feel like, I only watch American cartoons because I don't like the artwork. Shut the fuck up. That's how I be feeling. Shut up. Because they say something real stupid. I don't watch anime because I only support Americans. Or something dumb. Or something. Anime is only for little kids. That's a real big dumb one that a lot of people say. Anime is only for kids. Why would I watch that? So, yeah, One Punch Man to be a good one for people to get into because they can laugh about it. So it's easy for them to open up to. Okay, I've put the word out on the streets about your reaction channel. My neck is on the line, man. If I go down, you're coming with me. Okay, Rose Jack, I like that. Man, 2016 is going to be your year. But we need to step things up. For example, make my anime list. Make a Patreon. Make a Patreon account. Don't be on that bullshit. Oh, I don't need people's money. I'd rather die. Look at King of Lightning. He eating good. Lastly, make a reaction channel and eat ass. I probably should do all those. I think okay, but before I make all those, before I make a reaction channel, before I make my anime list, and before I make a Patreon, let's go ahead and eat ass. Okay, what are the overall thoughts of Moomin Rider? Bad the idea of him being the hero. Moomin Rider, he's a C class, so he's cool. He's doing what he can do as a C class. I wonder why he knocked his head. Remember when he went to fight Sea King? He took his hand and bashed his head open or something like that. I don't know why he did that. That was crazy. But that was stupid too. Went to fight Sea King. Okay, I might have to make a Patreon. I might have to make a Patreon. It is what it is. I might have to just to keep things going. People think that people just do it for the money. It's not like that. What happens is you got bills to pay. You got this to, you got food to get. People ain't necessarily balling. Some people are. Most people necessarily aren't just balling out like, I need to go get a Benz, so I need to make a Patreon. It's not like that. It's like this. Damn, all my time is going to YouTube. I need to get a job because otherwise I'm going to be homeless on the streets. That's what it really is. It's like the money is not because you're money hungry. It's because if you don't get that money, you won't have a place to live. And you got to have a place to live to do anime reviews. That's just how it is. So if your anime ain't doing that well, or you might need some palms, your palms might need to be greased. So it's not really a thing of somebody trying to buy some gold shoelaces or something like that. It's not like that. Okay. If you want to know about live reaction, you need to speak with George Shea. He got 331,000 views on one of his reactions. I might need to talk to him. He's one of my friends on Facebook, so I can get in contact with him. When is this actually starting? It already started. Live reaction, man. I didn't do a live reaction, but hey, I did what I could. Then tomorrow do the first 2 OVAs. I might do them tonight. Stop with the whole live reaction BS. Mean already addressed it multiple times, Baka. Calling you stupid. Okay, do you know what copyright is? It's only inevitable that George Shade's going to get a strike. Just look at how long Uzumaki Khan stayed up. Yet his channel most likely got permanently terminated. Okay, Stoops, chill out and eat JoJo. Okay, they trying to get Mean kicked off of YouTube. That's what I'm scared of. People think that, yeah, but they say you're gonna get a lot of views, but is it worth it getting the views if your channel is gone? I cannot start this over, man. I just can't. Now, I'm not saying I can't do a live reaction, but I can't start my channel over. That's just not happening. One time on one channel, I got 2 strikes within 1 hour. Okay, how he gonna get a copyright for Vine videos though? That nigga Mean just being stubborn. Okay, we'll see. The dudes in this flipping chat. Okay, thought you were gonna say double in for never. About what? I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, do you realize that if any of the original owners of those Vines has a problem with the reaction, they can easily flag Mean and Mean's flipping anime and manga channel anyway. Okay, section 107 of copyright. No, I don't think they could do that with Vine videos. The reason why I say they can't do that is because what is it? Fair use laws. You can use somebody else's material in your video if it's under, I think, like 15-second clips or something like that. Vine videos are only 6 seconds. So that's under fair use. Okay, Stoops is on that board, but it's still gray area. So sometimes they still might go after you with copyright claims and whatnot. Okay, Stoops is on that bullshit. He wants Mean to stay in the struggle. All he does is talk about eating ass. I've been here since 2011. Went through all the struggles. Don't let trolls like Stoop keep you down. Mean, I'm going to try not to let them keep me down. 99% of reaction channels you see don't fit fair use. The only legal reactions are like the Fine Brothers or of H3 Productions, since they don't use the full clip. Okay, Stoop give me these guys, man. I can't read all this. I gotta look for the more important things. Okay, Stoops, give me your address. I'll pull up with my homies. Mean, give me the word, and I'll take the troll motherfucker out. No, don't do it, man. Let him live. They asked me if I got on side time or workout. Nope, not yet. The running was the problem. I could do the other stuff. Okay, I'm looking for some. They keep talking about reaction. If nigga Shay was able to get 5K subs off One Punch, you mean 5K off of One Punch Man? Mean could have too. Well, theoretically, yes. Okay, they said thoughts on IBM giving One Punch Man a 9.5. I think that's accurate for what it was. Yeah, I think so. Okay, it ain't nothing but a gangster party on that shit, man. That's Tupac song, two of America's Most Wanted. That's what it's called, 2 of America's Most Wanted. Okay, 2 of the universe's most strongest. See, he knows the song 2 of the universe most strongest in the same motherfucking place at the same motherfucking time. Break out the champagne and the motherfucking condoms. Okay, there's actually a gang of tank tops, and there's one in each class. There's a gang of tank tops. Okay, C, tank top tiger. B, black hole. A, vegetarian, and S is master. Okay, vegetarian. I haven't seen vegetarian. Okay, means 2 most said phrases, that type of deal, and pretty much, yeah. I need to stop saying that stuff. Also, you also jammed up, man. In episode 10, Bang hinted who the villain of the next arc in the manga is going to be. Bang? What did he say? He just put it, his old student. Oh, yeah, he did say that. But he can't be, he's not as strong as that Space Cadet Kelly, is he? One Punch Man, I wish. Master of Physics, I wish. He was dusty though. Okay, Saitama went from the moon to Earth. Just to let you know, but Toriko would still beat him. Saitama didn't use his full power. He still was playing around. This series doesn't utilize characters at yeah, exactly. Okay. Those characters get more spotlight in the next half of the series. Okay, good. Next off, the characters have much more spotlight than until now. Okay, good. Who had a better moon jump, Saitama or Don Slime? Don Slime. But Saitama didn't use all the strength. Don Slime, I don't know how much strength he used. Don Slime damn near took the whole moon out. Saitama just put a cradle on the moon. Okay, it becomes more side characters focused after this arc, though. Okay, Saitama actually will have much less screen time. Okay, Mean become a superhero. I thought about it. There is a superhero actually running around in Pennsylvania. I forgot what his name was, but there's another. What's the dude name? Phoenix Jones. Look him up. Phoenix. I think his name is Phoenix Jones. He's a real life superhero. Doesn't have any powers. I think he's an ex-MMA fighter or something like that. And he wound up fighting some guy in the streets. He tore the dude up. The dude talked shit and all that type of stuff. He tore the dude up. And then he said, why you keep kicking? Why you keep kicking? Motherfucker, it's a fight, man. Then you kick too. Damn. I remember when I was reading the web comic, the readers, damn. Oh, this is jacked up. Oh, man. Okay. I was reading the web comic and the readers couldn't wait anymore for Saitama to do something. And when he finally did, it was awesome. Okay, good. Jotun, hater of the Nerd Nation. I don't know what that means. Jotun ain't no hater. Jotun would never hate. He would never do anything like that. Especially not when you got to sacrifice about 4 or 5 YouTubers to summon him. Okay. The villain from the last arc break the villain patterns. They will have different objectives from the past villains. Okay. Because all the other villains had 1 or 2 objectives. Objectives. Either I'm trying to take over and this place belongs to me, or humans are evil and I hate humans. Like the first dude, the pollution dude. Humans are scum or whatever. I got to kill them. They all did either one of those 2 or both. I mean, you paying for ass? That's what Backpage is. I know. I don't care. Okay, the real hoes use plenty of fish. Them hoes be ready to fuck after some Raisin Canes. Raisin Canes? What the hell is Raisin Canes? What's plenty of fish? I don't even know what that is. I'll look it up. Plenty of fish. Probably the same damn thing. Okay, I looked it up on Google. I'm not going to sit here and talk about it. I'm just going to look it up on Google. That way, when I get off this, I'll be able to look it up. Okay. I miswrote. What I meant was the villain from the next arcs will follow a different pattern than the previous one. Oh, so they're going to have a pattern too, huh? Okay, my anime list took me a while to list all my shows. I think some mean tricking on Backpage hoes, but claim he's in the struggle. I'm not tricking. I said I said I would. I ain't spent no money yet. I ain't got the money. He said I'm tricking on Backpage. I'm not tricking on Backpage. I will if I get the money. Moomin Rider punched his hands together to psych himself up. He went bang. He hit his head. I thought he went like this, and then pulled his head back like this. All he heard was cluck. He was trying to hype himself up. Basically, he was trying to prepare to die. That's what that was. George tweeted this out earlier. One reason why I really like OPM is because I understood Saitama's struggle of being bald. Oh, man. George isn't bald. Not completely. He's mostly bald, but not completely. Okay, I got to take pills to make sure I don't get bald. Wait. George said he takes pills to make sure he doesn't go bald, or do you take pills because you don't want to go bald? What you call him, Steve Harvey? He said once that start happening, just let it go. He said shave it all off, just let it go. Also, what's that other dude? The dude from Epic Rap Battles of History. He said, man, when it starts, he said he thought he was going bald, and he'd been checking for the last while. He said now it's confirmed he's going bald. He said so He's joining the shaved head crew. He said he's just letting it go. He's not gonna fight it. He's not gonna feed it. He's not gonna clothe it. He's just gonna let it go. Trump will not let it go. He got comb overs and toupees for days. I don't want to lose my hair, but I can respect some guy to just say, you know what, I'm just gonna let it go. Man, you better not eat ass, bro. The shit is disgusting. You can't even hit a blunt after a motherfucker these days because you don't know if niggas eating ass. Something wrong with you, man. Okay, let's see. Okay, Jotun, take this L. He said, Jotun, take this L. Never hate, never hate. Yeah, Jotun ain't no hater. He ain't full of hate, man. Jotun a cool dude, man. He can't beat me in basketball, but he a cool cat, man. Shoot, I mean, he gonna be mad about me saying that. But yo, when we played, I was in steel toe boots, man. Trust me. Put on some real sneakers. Jotun was hiding some of his skill though. He wasn't playing full strength. He wasn't playing full strength. I already know that. I was saying I was mad about it too. I said because at one point we playing, I'm the only one doing anything. I scored half the points by myself. And then out of the blue, Jotun wants to, once he got to a certain point, he says, okay, now let me wake up and start playing for real. I'm not that good. Trust me, I'm not that good at basketball. I'm half decent. But then out of the blue, he says, let me wake up and scores like 5 points straight in a row or something like that. Jotun's pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. He's pretty good. He is pretty good. Okay. Okay. Anyway, go ahead and leave your comments, like the video, and subscribe because I can't eat. I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke, and you got the power to change that. Okay. Peace.